Hi, welcome to Market Flow. I'm going to do a quick analysis of the market and the most important components of the Dow and the Nasdaq. Stick around for that, like the video, subscribe. Let's go ahead and start here with Bitcoin. So during the week, Bitcoin came all the way to 2,900. This has been a level that there has been a lot of buyers impulsively bounced from there all the way to 32, and it's currently sitting right below the 20 moving average. For Bitcoin to start looking more bullish, it has to start trending above the 20 moving average, so perhaps make another leg all the way to the 50, and then eventually start trending above the 50 moving average. That would be the best case scenario. So if I look at it here in the 1 hour chart, you can see that it's still downtrending, and right now it's a little bit on the support side, on the resistance side, right below the 20 moving average. So again, it has to break above it and then it starts uptrending to look more bullish, but so far so good. Worst case scenario is if it breaks 29. I think there's going to be a pretty fast sell to the downside. If I go look at coin right here, we can see how it did behave very similar to Bitcoin. It hit a strong support level 2010 like it did in the past, and then it bounced right away, finding resistance to the 20 moving average. And perhaps right now coin, it's probably getting ready for another leg up in my opinion. And if I look at RIOT, I think it's in the very similar situation. This was the sell-off right here that happened, so it already bounced from that sell-off. It already got out of that trend, so right now it's consolidating. I'm expecting it to try to make another move higher towards earnings, which is the first week of August. So that's what I think here. I think RIOT can surprise on earnings, and so therefore I think they could be pretty good play. So the Nasdaq right now, it did a pretty good reversal this week. It got a lot of strength from Apple, Microsoft, and other tickers that we're gonna review later on this video. But as you can see right here, it closed all-time highs. That is a bullish signal. The stock market still trending up. There is no signs of a correction or a crash at this particular point. It is getting overextended, however. That is a warning. As you can see, this channel right here, ever since what was it right here, September 20. So this is the first leg right here of the rebound from the crash right here, and then ever since it got this correction, it's been trending on this channel to the upside right here. It comes down and then it goes up, down to the channel, up, down to the channel, and then now it's reaching the top part of the channel, which means it's probably a time or a place where many institutions or traders start taking profits somewhere around this level. So right now my target is 15,200, which means it's pretty close. So we gotta see what happens on earnings. If any of these big market cap stocks somehow sell off, like Apple or Microsoft, they can cause pretty good damage on the Nasdaq, so let's keep that in mind. So the Russell 2000, the small cap index, right now this week it bounced from the bottom of the range, so that's pretty good for the bulls. And then normally every time it bounces from this range, it gets all the way to the top of the range, to 23. So it's been trading within this range for quite a bit already. If in any case it crosses above or starts trading above it, that will be a pretty good signal for small caps. But right now, every time it has hit this level, it goes all the way to the top of the trend. So maybe there could be quite a bit of bounce right now with the small caps coming up soon. We have to still see the Russell generating impulsive moves above the two moving averages right here. Next, the oil. So the oil, it came down all the way to 66. That is the breakout level, and you can see that this is a level where there were a lot of buyers and a lot of shorts that were able to close or cover their positions. So as we talked in the past, if you watch this channel, that I was expecting it to do this move. Now this move still not looking very bullish. It is trying to reverse right now. A good reversal will be getting above the 200 moving average and then start trending. That will give you the impression that it's about to make another leg higher, just like this one right here. Otherwise, this could just be a dead cat bounce, and then it can come down all the way maybe to the 200 moving average right here, which maybe that looks a little bit more clear here on the XLE, which is the energy sector for the SPY 500. If you see this right here, a bounce right now, but I do have a target to get above around the 200 moving average before it starts uptrending. To me, that would be a little bit more they'll complete this correction a little bit better. And the next one is the XLE, the XLF, the financial sector. So I haven't been bullish about the financial sector because it got out of the trend right here. So there's normally two ways the stocks can correct. One is with price, which I was expecting it to get to the 200 moving average all the way down here. However, it has been just trading sideways here for some time, meaning that it's probably just trading, it's just correcting with time. So as long as it stays here, it's probably not gonna make another impulsive high right now, but it's probably just gonna correct for some time at this price. So this is the SPY 500 right now, and as you have seen in my channel, you have noticed that it is being very simple to see the trend right here. We are in an upward trend following this channel. We've been following it for quite a bit already. Every time it hits or it's above the 50 moving average, there is quite a bit of buyers. This channel has been following the bottom of the channel, the 50 moving average, and it is just as simple as it gets right now. If you watch my video last time, I show that there will be two possibilities, and one is if it didn't hold the 20 moving average, then the next step was going to be the 50 moving average, and that would have been a good part or support for the market, and that happened just this week. So again, congratulations for anyone who stayed on the right side of the market. There is really no much panic to sell right now, I believe, until maybe after earnings. If any of these earnings for some reason don't go very well with one of the big caps like Apple, Microsoft, for some reason selling off very heavy, that probably will cause a ripple effect across the market. Otherwise, if those stocks they outperform and the market rewards them for their performance, they can reach really high levels, pushing the market even higher. That is what we have been speculating so far. And right now the targets for the SPY 500 that I have right now, it's somewhere around 45, so it's still a little bit higher. Specifically, if it holds this level, this top right here, it's very likely that it's going to continue uptrending. And then if for some reason the 45 gets above, then 46, that would coincide with the top of this trend right here, the green line right here. So that is it pretty much for the SPY 500. If I push the SPY here on the 1 hour, yes, there is a little bit on the 1 hour. You can see that there's this channel that we have been following right here, and then every time it gets right above the 50 moving average, there is buyers, and then every time it gets above this channel right here, there is sellers. However, you can continue to grind for some time, but yeah, this is a little bit of a warning. Some traders may start taking profits at that particular point. So this is right now probably one of the most important charts to pay attention right now, and it is the Dow, because the Dow looks like it's about to break out, very similar to the way I have it with the SPY 500. I have this trend line, this trend channel that has been following ever since the recovery, and then right now this level right here of 35,000, that has been a very strong resistance for the Dow. If for some reason the Dow breaks above it this week, pay very strong attention on tickers like Disney, Visa, and major components of the Dow, because I think they are going to start uptrending and making very impulsive moves. That is why I wanted to put it right here. It is not clear if it's going to uptrend at this particular point, but perhaps it could do that. At the end of the earnings, you can see the strong reversal that it had this week. So my thought is that if breaking this level of 35, pay strong attention to those bigger caps names on the Dow, because I think those will be the trade for the week. So at this point, I'm going to do a quick analysis on the major components of the Nasdaq. As you can see, this is the list, the top 10 components of the Nasdaq. Of course, their moves can change the direction of the market. So this right now is Apple. And as you have seen my channel, you probably stay in the right side of the market. And when it did a backtest of the breakout, that was a pretty good dip to buy. So if you look at it right here, this pullback right here, it was no more than just backtesting the breakout level. You can see that right there. Now we have a confirmation that this is a support level right here, and my target still holds for 160. I think Apple still looks very strong. Earnings, that is going to be the level of make it or break it. If you've been trading Apple at this point, you should probably have gotten all somewhere down here at this level, and then once it goes through the earnings, they're probably going to be probably more of a safe trade. You probably have some cushion in case it goes wrong. Same thing with Amazon as well. It came back right here. It came exactly back to the backtest level, and then now it's uptrending. It's just a confirmation of support. So all of this looks very bullish. Same thing with Facebook right here, backtested the breakout level and then impulsively move up. There is really not much to say. Google, yesterday or today, it did have this impulsive move, still going towards the target of 28 right here that we have. So everything's still looking very bullish. If you watched last week's video, and you probably saw that we had a pullback during the week, it probably looked like it was about to crash, it was about to correct, but you can see that we still hold the level right here that we have our target of 294. Netflix, same thing, it came back. This one is a little bit weaker. It looks like earnings didn't hold very well, didn't went very well. However, it can still do a impulsive move from here and start uptrending now that major call options are burned this weekend. So I can see it start uptrending again. And then NVDA is still holding right now. If we look at it here with the regular candles, once a few weeks ago, when we noticed this gap down, we noticed that there was going to be a lot of bears. This was a sell signal right here, just a back test, and then it came all the way to the 50 moving average. Right now the momentum is still to the downside. I'm not sure if it's gonna still continue uptrending. It looks like it's getting a little bit of resistance right here with the 20 moving average, so perhaps it can come down all the way to the 50 moving average. Let me look at it in the 1 hour chart. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of indecision right here, getting above 20 moving average. It can probably start making a little leg higher, or at least trading within this range, and then otherwise it can go back all the way to 179 if it gets rejected. And then PayPal right here, it's about to break out. This one if not, it already did. Yeah, it's about to break out. So this one is still looking very strong. Same thing with Tesla. It's been lagging a little bit, and it may look like it's not doing very well, that is downtrending, but it's actually uptrending. You can see the trend channel right here, and my thought is that it's about to make another leg higher. It can come after earnings perhaps, and then burn all those cause all those shorts to cover. So that could there's going to be a really impulsive move, and my thought is that it's going to come to the upside. That is my opinion. Adobe, well, Adobe is just all-time highs. Yeah, doing very well. So this is the kind of breakout that we're looking to see in a lot of these tech giants, just like we saw it here in NVIDIA. Is the same thing that we're gonna see here with Apple. So definitely there's still quite a bit of room to go, even with Amazon right here. So this week is going to be a very strong week. I don't see much fear, except that if maybe some of these tech companies start failing on earnings and then they start selling off. The major positive thing that happened this week, and that gives you a positive sentiment for the market, is the Snapchat had pretty good earnings, and then the market reward those earnings. So that could happen again with the tech sector. Now with the Dow components, we start here with Boeing. So Boeing has been downtrending. It's not bullish right now, it's bearish right now. You can see how it's been downtrending right here. It has done some oversold bounces. Best case scenario for it is to start getting above the moving averages and then start uptrending again, or gaining, start trading above the trend line right here, the uptrend line. Otherwise it's probably gonna look like it's trading sideways or maybe to the downside, so not very attractive right now. Salesforce looks a little bit better. You can see there was a lot of buyers right here and an impulsive move all the way to 248, so that was pretty good. I still have a target for 273. Out of the Dow components, this one looks like it's reversing very strong, similar to Disney. Disney's coiling right here, probably waiting for earnings, but sooner or later it's gonna start making impulsive moves to the upside, in my opinion, as long as it gets above this moving averages. Last time it did that, it quickly got up quite a bit and then it sold off. So my impression is that there is quite a bit of shorts trying to keep the price lows at this point, but earnings should be pretty good. Goldman just trading sideways, is probably the financial sector. We already went through that. And then Home Depot had a pretty good candle right here, breaking out not all-time highs, but highs from the previous weeks. Is still uptrending. This looks good as well. And then United Healthcare as well, just trending sideways right now. This looks a little bit like the Dow. So if he uptrends or it breaks above it, we can see some impulsive movements. And then Visa doing very well, uptrending for some time. And Walmart, I think this one is probably coiling to make a pretty good move right here. This looks like an inverse head and shoulders, breaking above 143, 145. We can see it starts making impulsive moves, maybe all the way to the top of all-time highs like 150, 155. So that is it. That's all I have for you guys today. I usually just do reviews on the weekend, and the reason why I do is because during the week it seems like the market does a lot of things that can be a little bit deceiving for the traders. But as long as you know some of the direction of the market and how it's trading at the end of the week, I think that gives you, at least for me, a better perspective on the market, and I don't get to move along with some of the intraday movements. But thank you for watching and have a good day.
I never thought I'd ever wish for the market to not go up dramatically, but let's argue the market went to 16,000 tomorrow. Yeah. basically, there's earnings behind companies.
Okay, but I'm not arguing that. I know that's true. And,
That would be crazy.
And stock market price ought to be dictated by earnings and
Absolutely.
Earnings performance and future earnings potential,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
I got that. Even I got that.